Hello and welcome back to Car Dealer Simulator. In the last episode, I made use of the new feature. Employees can now drive this large transporter and pick up cars. I do only have one car left, currently owned by me in this direction and not at the car dealership yet. So I put Paul, the employee who was driving the transporter, into the car wash. Now he actually wants to be paid, and he can now help in cleaning the cars because that is the current bottleneck. Employees are not working, so let's give them tasks. Aaron, Bartek, Ethan, Johnny, and actually Paul again, and also Karen again, so they work quite fast. Everyone's working now, excellent. And I got some customers waiting. I don't have many cars listed. And I'm also not selling underpriced. And I also noticed in the last episode, when I was editing the footage, as another customer, that this license plate is not in order. This one is, so I can sell this P3, but not to you. I don't know which one it is. Unfortunately, they are almost worth the same, so that is not helping. 135, that's the one with the poor license plate. Put another car in here, maybe this Adante that's not being sold all the time. And let's switch this license plate. Okay, employees are all working overtime, which is great, except for Bartek, who left. I'm also again running out of license plate thingies, and I think there's a trophy in here. Yes, there it is. The Cortega trophy that I took out from the trophy shelf and then put it onto a Cortega, but I'm not going to give it away. Obvious reasons. I'm going to place it on this table. Okay, there's two customers waiting. I also received an email that I didn't read yet. But let's see first. I'm not selling this Cavallero. I am more than willing to sell this NG Pulse, but not to you, probably. And this guy wants to buy this P2 that I keep calling P4, and that's the supply car. I have this Thunder Egg that is an order. I wanted to use it to pick up cars, and I'm probably going to do this tonight with this car. Not pick up cars, but buy them and drive around the map. Have a customer waiting. 700R. No. But I got more cars that can be listed. Mostly the cars that are in here. They don't have pictures yet, I believe. No pictures, no pictures. This one. Quite honestly, though, with the employee being able to pick up cars, I could, during the night, check the tire pressure for all the cars and make another 3% for the tire pressure bonus that I learned about in the last episode. This the Adanta I just put in here. Not going to sell it to you though. Once the customers stop showing up in like 30 minutes, I don't have anything to do. There's no cars to pick up, there's no cars to buy right now. I do have to unload my transporter, that is correct. That is something I have to do. But fixing the tire pressure of one tire shouldn't take too long, should it? Front right is the only one, yeah. That's quickly done, although tire pressure is insanely high at 3.8. And now the car is worth 3% more. Well, that's not terrible. You want to buy anything? Here? Maybe here? In my face. I definitely need to schedule all the meetings before the day changes. That is kind of important. But this one's currently not scheduled. That was the one, yeah, missing tire pressure. Customers are leaving now, so let's do this. And since there's a visual clue where the tire is actually like flat, 3.8 again, that's the plus. So let's see, this one was worth 135. Okay, so that's probably the one. Yeah, that's the one with the rusty plates, but it has plates and now it has holes as well. Excellent. So it was worth 135, which is more than it was worth. What? Confusing. Did I overprice it? There's another one. That's not the one. It's... Okay, not sure what I did there. Okay, so this one needs tire pressure fixed. And this time it's all the tires, so that's also quite easy because all I have to do is pick every tire and then go to 3.8. This one can't get to the correct value, but doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be exact. Let's take a look around. These two cars are fixed, but dirty and probably rusty. I switched this P3 from brown to green. I need more license plate thingies, but I might also need fuses. And in the storage, it's very difficult to figure out what users you have, but here it's very easy to look at. So I don't have the small blue ones and the large green ones, so I should buy these when I go to the gas station in a moment. The machine is done. I need to schedule all the meetings so they can despawn in a day. Or I can pick up all the cars, I don't know. But mostly that new meetings can spawn. As far as I remember, there was nothing interesting here. Let's schedule everything, as always. This one says only 1 day left, this one too, and I wonder if they're going to fail when the day changes. Okay, that's all. Still 10 o'clock. I do have to unload my transporter, but I'm not in a real hurry. I got these 2 cars, take pictures. Not sure about the tire pressure, didn't scan the car, that was a mistake, but this tire is definitely too flat. I don't know what type of car this counts as, maybe muscle car, probably a muscle car, or a wagon. Tire pressure seems to be correct at 2.9, muscle car. And that was the only tire that's not in the green. Not going to mess with the others when they are in the green. Makes a lot of sense to fix this car's tire pressure, the Adena Ignis, because I want to sell this car for a lot. And tire pressure. Okay, I've probably already fixed this one. I got these 2 Ascent L, and this one needs tire pressure a bit. This one is worth 57, and the other one worth 63. So I can sell the white one and put the other one into the drop machine. Does not have pictures, and tire pressure is. I mean, it's in the yellow, but this tire seems to be like gone very flat and hard to focus on. Okay, so what is this? Maybe a wagon? Definitely not a muscle car, so wagon it is, I guess. I hope it's a wagon because I put them all to 2.9, but this is where the green area is. Looks good. Car is a wagon indeed. This one needs pictures and then it can be sold. The date changed and there was no meeting lost. So 1 day left currently means 1 day and the rest of 2 days. So that's good to keep in mind. The rival shows up and I think he always comes from over here. Yeah, there he is. I still don't know what the fastest. Holy hell. I still don't know what the fastest way to unload the transporter might be. But I think, kind of annoying that's on the wrong side, but I think it might be to drop these cars off, check if they're drivable. No. And then pick them up like this. And then putting them to the side. This one's not drivable. This one isn't. This one's not. This one actually is, so the blue one is. The blue one is a Vanguard. If I drive over this, it's gonna be hooked. Okay. Not what I meant, but whatever. Yeah, I don't think that's faster. I think faster is just to unload the truck as intended. Going over here. Or finding an area where the cars can be parked. Use this function. Would be much easier if there was more space. More space where I can just like drive forward and keep dropping the car. This actually seems to work. And all the cars are in the greenery. That's not exactly where it's supposed to be. Can I actually? I wonder if I can pass through here. I cannot. And I'm also stuck now. Okay, I'm stuck. That was new and interesting. This Vanguard was drivable. Now this Vanguard is stuck, right? Okay, now it's working. Can I park it in this direction? This would actually be very helpful if I could park it facing this direction, but yes, you can. Because now I got all the space here to operate. So this might actually be the correct answer. Let's give it a try tomorrow. Okay, let's read this email and then schedule the remaining meetings and see if anything interesting is there. Okay, first the email. That's probably some guy. A wreckage for the taking. Winston Springs. I have no idea where it is, but I think the employer just picked up. Side road from the hammer there. Northwest. And then we have a lot of cars that I don't need. Nothing interesting here. That's very annoying. Let's schedule them all still. No Largo, no Ascent. Annoying. Okay. I was willing to sell the Zen Motors in white. Zen Motors L in white is worth exactly 99,000. We have this Ignis in red that I was looking forward to list here. Not worth that much actually. 130 should be in there. No. 20, 10, 114. We got an Ventus in red. 44 and 200 maybe? 300? 200. UMX and gold that I didn't want to list last episode, but it is worth 13,400. I got a Cortega and silver. That's the one I delisted with the hood ornament. 50? No. 48? No. 45. 400. Cargo wise, excellent pictures. 25 is in there? No. 22. 22 exactly. We have a Cortega in navy blue. 43 and 100. You have a lot of cars that are not listed. Here we have very dirty picturized. Cargo wise, it's worth 60. Yes, 65 and 900. 46,000 for this Phantom Voyager in white. And then the last car on the list is the Phantom Thunder in black. That is worth less than I expected, but still worth 271,000. 4 in the morning, I got a lot of meetings to go to, and I accidentally just scheduled a car I wanted to use for it. So how about using this one? Listening to this is a hard no for me. Any other fast car I have? Oh well, then we're using a dirty one. Okay, I definitely want to go to the junkyard and see what's there. And as far as I understand, I can buy junkyard cars and then have my employee pick them up with the transporters. Well, I took a wrong turn, I guess. These cars changed. We got an Thunder X that is medium mileage. Not interested. We still got a Vanguard, and I got this Outrider. I don't really need an Outrider. I have enough of these, so I don't care. Let's go to the meetings I scheduled. There is also the broken car somewhere behind this. So that is interesting information. There's a P3 in white. Okay, 12,000 for this P3 in white. 3,800 for this Outrider Ridge. 2,800 for this Apex Striker. 2,500 for this Apex Striker. 12,000 for this Cortega. 1,800 for this Ridge, maybe one of the cheapest cars I've ever bought. Finally, we have a P4 and I'm willing to pay 18k. And she's buying it, selling it for 18k. Another 10k for this Gale. That has perfect bodywork, but dirty as hell. 60,000 for this Thunder X. And I'm well aware that it's the money I'm offering them, not the money I'm actually paying. 24 for this Zen Motors. 12 for this Ventus. 12 for this Thunder. 5 for this Canyon. That's a bit hard to see. 2,700 for this UMC. 600C. Phantom Voyager, I'm willing to offer 9,000 for. 8,000 for this Allegretto, that's point 80,000. Much. 1,800 for this Vanguard, not enough. 2,000 for this Vanguard, still not enough. 2,200. We have one last stop to make, and that is license plate and fuses. And I'm not going to fill up this car. So I need not these, I need license plate thingies. Like 20 of these. I need the large green fuses and the small blue fuses. That should be enough. Let's bring this car home and then we can start the day, I guess. There's one car on my way that I'm going to pick up. Cavallero. Horrible condition. 27, I give it 24. Still think that was too high, but whatever. Worth it. And this car is almost out of fuel, so I can no longer use it. So when I came in here, I noticed that I had this Thunder X parked to be used. So I completely forgot about this one, but still fine. Let's get cars ready to repair. I have to give them employees tasks, and I'm going to have Paul wash cars now. Bartek wash cars now. I have Karen remove the rust from cars. Ethan repair this car. Johnny repair this car. And then I hire the remaining employee, that is Tyler, and put Tyler into the front office. And I hope he's going to park the transport in this orientation, but we'll see. Let's see if this actually works. toll dolly might be in the way. Remove this one. I honestly don't know how he gets the transporter in there and out there every time, but still. Okay, there's Tyler, the new guy. Let's see what he's doing. But first, quickly talk to the customers. That's no. And that's a yes. Yeah. Okay, Tyler did not go to repair machine. There he is. Worst path you could take. And he changed his mind. There he is again. Okay, what are you doing? Are you operating the repair machines now? Doesn't look. Maybe, yes. One of the cars was fixed, so you should be able to operate the repair machine. His task is not to pick up cars for whatever reason. Okay, maybe this was a mistake. Ah, because he's a new employee, my bad. He wants to buy the UMC 600. No. Cargo wise P3, that's a no. Energy pulse, still no. Okay, now he should be walking to the transporter. Maybe, not sure what path he's going to take. All this now. Yes, that looks like he's going to the transporter. Maybe he's going to start it. There he is. And, okay. He just flipped it around magically. And he can't go anywhere. Can he now? Okay, he can. We are slowly but surely getting a new bottleneck, that's Karen. Which is not a terrible problem to have. And while I load this car, let's talk to customers. That's an all for the P3. That is... What is this actually? Cortega. No, this... Ah yeah, navy blue Cortega, remember. Cavallero. I clicked no, but that was actually yes. Yes on the engine pulse, finally it's gone. And then no on this Ardente.
Yeah.
Send L, it's worth quite a lot. Can I? Yeah. Okay, this vent is increased in value. Excellent. Karen is done with this empty tank under. So wash it all. Two customers waiting. P2, that's a no, another P2. That's a yes. This red one's supposed to go into the trophy machine. Outrider was repaired. That is good. I need to change the color for my collection. But for now, I'm going to use it to pick up cars. Because that's probably faster with single cars. Ah, all back. Okay, excellent. Okay, excellent. This Zen motor is fixed. Karen is still working. Paul's done with this Thunder X that has no pictures and almost empty. Here. Karen is also done. So the cleaning employees are caught up with the stockpile. That's good. Again with the 2 minutes. That's quite a lot of fun. Okay, let's quickly talk to the customers. That's a no on this Ventus. That's a no on this Cortega. A no on this P3. And a no on this one. Waiting inside. Cavallero, that I accidentally clicked the wrong button, and this time it's gone. Excellent. No damage done. Give it this Ventus. Another customer waiting, but I actually want to unload my transporter. Drop the cars while I'm moving forward. And I actually think before this feature was added, that was the way I was doing it. There's of course too many cars now. I can't go any further without leaving the green area. So I can now pick these cars. Bring them in here. Yeah, that's still not the fastest way to unload it. This might be it, but I doubt it. Can you? Why would it not be lined up correctly? Hello? Oh, now it works. Whatever. Okay, let's give him a new task. 7 more cars should be out there. 4, 5, 6, and number 7. And there's even more left, so plenty of stuff to do. But I think these cars are in his way now. So because of the cars, he can't get out there. He's stuck. But tow truck to the rescue. Close enough. What is going on? Why can I not, like... What is going on? Okay, this striker doesn't want to. This Thunder X doesn't want to be picked up, though. Maybe... Yeah. This should work. And, goodbye, striker, I guess. Huh. That was uneventful. Okay, Ethan and Johnny are working. I don't have anything for Paul and Bartek to do. Except for the one card at current finish. And I got 8 customers waiting. All the employees are working right now, except for... No, even Tyler should be picking up cards. But let's see. This is Aventus. That is a no from me. That is the... Ardante. No. P3. No. 700R. No. We get 4 more customers waiting. UMX 600C, that's a no. That's the Cortega, I believe. No. P3, that's a no. And Thunder X. I actually wanted to use this to drive around, but goodbye. Get rid of the fusers. I had my inventory. Build repair machines with items. Transporter employee returned. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no time to unload it, and there is maybe I can do it here. Drop the cars here. Don't really know. This is a bit messy, and putting the cars here is actually not a good idea because they are in the way of the transporter. So that's not ideal. Cortega and navy blue, navy no. That is the amount of cars that were finished today. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 cars were finished today. Swift is rich. Now, that's quite a high number. However, I boxed myself in. That's a bus, and that is actually correct tire pressure. This one's incorrect. Two customers are waiting. However, that's a no, and for the P3, that's a no. This one doesn't look in order. I think they count as muscle cars, 2.9. No. What are you? Coupes. P3, that is a no. And 2 more customers are waiting inside, apparently. They're about to leave. That's a no, and that's a no, and you are only going to admire my trophies. Let's see if this Thunder X can make it into one of the spots. And it could. Excellent. The customers are now leaving, so I have time to rearrange this whole mess here and then wait for the day to change again. But first, something else. I edited the footage of this episode and I came across the P3 that I delisted, fixed tire pressure and the plates, and listed again, and now it's worth 5k less than it was listed before, actually. And I was kind of confused about this. So this car should be worth more, but I did not make a mistake. However, I was testing if I made a mistake or not, and for whatever reason, you can now edit these things. That's interesting. That's new to me, and now the car is actually worth more, and I don't know why. Worth more than it was before, and actually it is worth 9k more than it was before. I don't know why, but it is a thing. This Cortega was worth 400, and it was not green when I entered a higher value, but now it is actually a higher value. Not sure what's going on here. So yeah, I don't have an answer to this. This is very confusing. This one is worth 101, but actually it's now worth more. And I honestly don't know what changed. So if anyone has an explanation, let me know. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just like, what's going on? I have a feeling that setting up cars when the shop's closed actually allows you to set up higher prices. Maybe. Repair machines are done, so do this. Okay, and I got 11 cars. That's not right. I removed 2 of them. I got these cars to rearrange, including this trail over there. So let's quickly... Well, actually not quickly. This will take a while, but you don't have to watch. That's the Ventus. That was pictures. Also missing tire pressure. And at least this one. Rear left. The others look okay-ish. Probably counts as a coupe. Yes, the others are in order. Not perfect, but close enough. Okay, that's the next one. That's the next one. That's the trail, and Front left tire doesn't look too good. Pickups need 2.5, I believe. No, 3 actually. Rear left tire doesn't look in order. Yeah, it's missing 1 unit of pressure. This ventures really slow because of the left rear tire that has no pressure. So let's copy again. That's 2.5. Right rear is not in order. Some of the meetings were cancelled, which is perfectly acceptable and also anticipated. This your max 800 seems to have low pressure rear left. Now a coupe, well, actually it's the same coupe, I think it's even the same color. Rear right tire doesn't seem to be in order of this Zen motor. That's an SUV, probably the SUV, 2.7. Cars with correct tire pressure, they drive much better than if one tire is missing pressure, which makes perfect sense. Okay, and this station wagon is the last one. Left side seems to be in order. Right side seems to be in order. Actually, not at all. Okay, that's a wagon. 2.9. Actually, quite a lot. And the front one seemed to be too low as well. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why your lights are still on, but have new plates. I do have a lot of cars that are sitting here that need their bodywork done, and I got some cars that need fixing. Also have to unload the transporter. Not drivable, not drivable. Actually drivable. This one is drivable, so the fastest way is probably just to unload it. Yes. I can drive it away. This wagon is not drivable. This, whatever this is, not drivable. P4 not drivable, and this Ignis, if I can jump into it. Don't know, can't get in there, just unload it. And see this way, not drivable. No, I need the tow truck to unload the transporter, but first repair machines again. Only one part left. Good, excellent. Let's check for new cars that are being sold and hope for something interesting. Another Ascent L. Fourth Ascent L Ultra. There's an Ascent, that's great. I'm going to schedule this one, and I think it's much cheaper than the one that I sold. Yet another Ascent L. Another Ascent L. And the larger was the last car missing. Maybe it's at the junkyard. We'll find out. However, I'm going to end this episode for now. If you enjoyed it, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, leave me a comment.